Hey, are we on?
Yo, yeah,
We
we're
live?
currently on, currently live.
Yeah. Yeah. What is
It's a good
going
song, man.
on? That is our good homie Mikey, which is Makey.
Wait, spell it again.
Wait.
Spell it again.
M-A.
Spell it again, you piece of shit.
Mikey exclamation mark on Spotify. If you want to get his Instagram, it's What's Good Mike, and his Twitter is That's Good Mike. So big shout out to our big friend Mike, man. We love you.
Shout out, Mike. Love you, bro. Good song. Keep on making good songs, and we'll keep on using them. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Your Neighbor's Garage. It is season 6, episode 2.
Yes, sir.
Finally, I get to do one of these intros. You guys never let me do the intro.
Sorry.
But we're here.
Wait. Did you say season 5?
No, it's season 6.
Oh,
I think.
I'm a bad listener. I'm sorry.
Well, whatever. It's pre-recorded. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out who's lying anyway.
Yeah.
So quick shout out to Pancho. He's not here in the studio yet. He's on his way. I think his son had a baseball game. So
Shout out to Noah.
yeah, shout out to Noah. I hope he did well. I hope they
Yeah,
won.
Noah.
I remember. I'm pretty sure it's T-ball.
Future baseball star in the making.
For sure. I'm sure it's T-ball because when I was in T-ball, dude, I sucked.
I played Little League. I remember doing shit.
I sucked.
I remember playing with the dirt, and
Yeah.
I remember sitting down. That's all.
Wait, before we start, this episode is brought to you by, of course, Audio World. AudioWorld.tx on Instagram and on Facebook. Make sure to hit them up for any of your audio-visual needs. They got you for sure. What's it called? And shout out to our patrons that are listening to us live and watching us live. I can't really see, I can't really see the screen because I'm wearing sunglasses at night and I don't have my contacts in. But I'm doing this thing where this whole season I'm gonna wear sunglasses.
He's not gonna last the whole season, dude. I know that one day he's gonna forget.
Why are you jealous? Or like, why? Are
He's
you,
jealous because he wants
Why
to,
are
but I'm
you-
not letting
I
him.
was like, let me get my sunglasses. Gus was like, no, it's my thing.
Yeah. No, because I said it. You wanted to do it too because you didn't want to be the only one like being like not different. You know.
that's
Oh.
facts.
Maybe just because I look up to you as a friend and I want to support you.
No, it's because
See.
you've brought out the pit vipers before.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't you call it a thing then? All of a sudden, Gus wants to call it a thing.
Yeah. Once I started doing it as a thing, now you want to do it as a thing.
Nothing is a thing until someone says it's a thing. You know.
Yeah, and now that I say it's a thing, now
It's
you
a
want to
thing.
hop on.
But if it wasn't before, I was just wearing my sunglasses.
Okay.
But now that you're wearing your sunglasses, I'm like, okay, it's a thing. Like as hosts, we gotta wear sunglasses during the.
I don't
during the
gotta wear
episode.
sunglasses.
Ed doesn't have to wear. He's confident with himself.
I'm confident in myself too.
I don't know.
I'm the most confident with myself.
You might be a little. It's not confident. It's a exhibitionist.
I like that. Yeah, I'm a little bit of an
No,
exhibitionist.
isn't an exhibitionist when you put yourself on display for people like sexually?
Well, no, it's sexual for him.
It doesn't have to be sexual.
It doesn't have to be sexual too.
What?
Yeah.
I thought exhibitionism is like.
Oh yeah, you know
presenting
it is
yourself
sexual. It's
Is it
sexual.
sexually.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's sexual for him.
Oh,
Not for the other
you
people.
make it sexual.
Maybe, yeah,
Like
a little
you
bit.
do, Whatever.
You gotta add a little spice to it. You gotta make sure.
Spice of life.
Spice of life.
You know what they
baby.
say the spice of life is?
What?
Variety.
Oh.
Variety
You know what they
meats.
said? You know what? You know what
Variety
else?
meats brought to you by.
Dude, that would be so sick. We got like not rice or
Oh
variety
my-
meats or
I'd be
somebody.
so fucking down, dude.
Dude.
They have like our faces like on posters behind like the carniceros. Like
Oh, that'd be fucking sick.
They make a parrillada named after you.
oh, the Fonz.
I was gonna say the Nuno, but all right.
It's El Dorado.
Hey, who's that? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, no, it's a random guy, dude. Fucking
Whoever that
weirdo.
is. And shout out to him.
Hey, when's El Dorado gonna come on set? I want you to interview him.
We can maybe do an interview at Dorado, but
It's legit crazy. I've never seen you in the same room.
dude, I've never seen. You know what? And I saw that time where he went out, and I was so mad because I was at home.
Yeah.
So
You're being faithful.
I was
loyal.
being faithful at home, faithful to the game.
Right.
So yeah, we should interview him.
Hey, did you tweet that we're going live?
I posted it on our story.
Oh, okay. You might want to tweet just because, just in case.
Okay,
Because
perfect.
that we're live right now. If you're on Patreon, so go ahead and tune in if they can. Obviously, if they can.
And if you guys like this time a little bit better, let us know because we're trying to work with the schedule, trying to figure out something that works for everybody. I feel like at night, everyone's already home. You're in bed right now. You're chilling. You're watching TV, and now's the best time to watch us.
It's also like the fact that people are starting to go out a lot more. So
Yeah.
a lot of people really kind of don't have time to listen or have time to tune in weekly. And while on the topic of that, how do you guys feel? I think I did bring it up last week, but how do you all feel about, kind of COVID on its last legs,
Oh, I love it.
going out and stuff?
I love it, dude. Downtown is basically fucking pre-pandemic.
Oh my God.
Downtown's basically pre-pandemic, but it's cool because the CDC said it was cool. So
Oh my God. Didn't they retake their statement?
no,
That's what I heard.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Really?
Put your fucking mask on.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, put it on.
No. They said dude, Tammy, you just fucking sent an email saying that you don't have to wear a mask on campus anymore.
Oh my god. How do you feel about masks?
I hate masks.
Oh my god. I kind of like them.
No. This is what I'm saying.
And I'm not trying to like sound like incriminate you or anything.
No. Please incriminate me. No, do it more. No.
I like to be incriminated.
I don't like that they were mandating masks. Masks are cool because they actually help and they're scientifically proven. It works.
They do help you.
But
100%.
But at a fundamental level, I don't think it should be something that's forced onto people to do. It should be done out of your own personal responsibility.
I think at the peak, I think it really was required that we mandate it.
I just
like
off of pure principle, I don't agree.
I would have to say so, man, because like at its peak when like everybody it was kind of going spreading like wildfire. It's like, hey, dude, the least you can do is just fucking cover your face.
Yeah, but do it like on your own free will.
I don't know. Now I think it's cool that I honestly do agree. It should be fine. Fuck it. If you want to wear it, wear it. If you don't want to wear it, fine. Fuck it. Like whatever.
I think now the attitude is definitely different because a good amount, especially here in Laredo, are vaccinated. So
yeah,
that's how I feel. But
100%.
like,
well, it's good. You know what's crazy is that people like Texas. Everyone was shitting on Abbott for opening up Texas early, right, or quote unquote early. I thought it was on time.
I personally think it was early.
But now Texas is doing really well, like compared to other states. Like Texas is actually doing really, really well in terms of the whole pandemic thing. And so it's kind of like now people are saying, well, yeah, it's because people kept wearing their masks, even though you told us not to. And we're like, no, that's the point. Like the point is that you kept wearing your masks because you wanted to and because you thought it was right, not because the government told you to do it.
I get you, but it's also like I don't think we were doing that good. We were recording 43 deaths per day.
And
like
now,
I
think it's like 2.
No, I think yesterday they were like, oh, we had 0 deaths, but that was actually a glitch. But I think as of recently, like the past weeks, Texas has been recording 43 deaths a day from COVID, which is it's good compared to previous numbers, but still that's 43 lives lost a day.
How many people die of smoking and driving?
You cannot compare the pandemic to smoking and driving.
By pure numbers, you totally can.
I don't think so.
On a pure number scale, more people. It's crazy. If you actually look at 2019 numbers and 2020 numbers on the census, they're almost the same.
What's the same?
Deaths, just deaths.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, it could be.
And I swear to God, I went to the census and I fucking went to the CDC and I went year by year. I mean, month by month. Basically the same.
Wait.
2020 a little bit more, yes.
No,
but basically the same.
Wait, what's the same? Like deaths in general or deaths from sickness? Well, a huge thing that could play a role in that is the fact that people didn't go out that year. So
exactly. So
less people died because they went out.
No, people died the same, right?
No,
probably from different causes. But what I'm saying is, death toll year by year, it's gonna look the same.
No, but I'm saying like less people died, yes, because they weren't doing stupid shit, but it was covered by the fact that they died to the pandemic.
Yeah, they die from different causes, right? But like what I'm saying is, in a year-to-year thing, it's the same number of deaths.
Yes, I don't think you get me.
No, I get you. That they're not dying from car accidents or whatever because they stayed home because of the pandemic and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that it's around the same number regardless.
Okay.
So you're saying that it doesn't matter that those people died.
No, that's see now he's trying to stir up controversy because I didn't let him wear sunglasses. That's probably what he's doing that for.
I just think it's like this, man. Like I get it, you know what you mean, because you definitely don't want the government to mandate and tell you what to or not to do.
Right.
I understand that, but also like it's probably the smarter thing to wear a mask.
Yes,
especially like Ed said, like at the peak of everything, like where people, especially here in like Texas, especially here in Laredo, we're getting sick constantly.
I agree.
I was like, I
agree.
It's not like what's it called, like the government shouldn't have mandated it, but say if a private business says, hey, you got to wear a mask, you want to come in here, well, that's the private business saying.
I agree.
That's not the government saying it.
I agree.
That's what trips me the fuck out.
You know what I mean?
I agree to every single word you said.
So I get it. Like
legit, my only thing is just government don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, the government shouldn't tell you what to do, but if you want to go to like an ice cream parlor and they're like, nah, you want to eat here, put on your fucking mask.
I agree.
And
that's literally, and that was the whole argument that quote unquote the conservatives or the right people, Republicans or whatever the fuck we're saying, is that just don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna put on the mask anyway because that's what's right and it's what these private institutions are telling me to do.
I don't think that was their whole argument. The whole argument was that like masks are like it's a fake thing. Like
I remember.
Those are the loony ones though. Like there's sane people on the right that were thinking that because it gets conflated. with the two.
You know, one of my favorite
And the
experiences.
left gets completed within their
definitely.
shit too.
No, one of
Like,
my
don't get me wrong.
One of my favorite experiences was when I was still working retail. Right, I was still working at Zoomies. Maybe about midway into the pandemic, like once we had reopened and shit.
I can't believe we worked.
No,
in the
well, not only did we
pandemic.
work,
That's
but
so crazy.
everybody was pretty like compliant with like wearing masks.
Yeah.
But ironically, the only people who were like, I'm not gonna wear a mask was the military guys. They were stationed here in Laredo.
Yeah, that's funny.
And that's funny because they're like the extension of the government. Like that's
Yeah.
literally like the government's biggest extension is the military.
They're literally the pawns.
Yeah. And so like
Or old people.
but
Old people too.
I think old people are just stubborn. Like
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, like you're honestly the one that might get most affected if you catch this shit.
no, but
Why
I
are you being
remember
weird?
it was funny to me because obviously you can't like since we worked at the mall, we couldn't really force people to wear the mask. We could tell people like, hey, you can't shop here unless you don't wear a mask, and then they're like, hey, you can't say that anymore. So people,
Did we reach that point?
we reached that point where we said, hey, please wear your mask, but it wasn't required to.
Oh,
If
really?
someone didn't want to wear the mask, you can't legally force them to wear a mask since we didn't own our own private business. Since we're part of a chain. Had I owned the business myself, then it'd be different. But
That
since-
makes sense.
Since we're part of a corporation,
Yeah.
Zoomies was like, hey, don't tell people anything. Just shut up and let them shop.
Oh,
and
wow.
we're like, oh, okay. So I remember there was these two military guys. They came in right in like the fucking fatigues and shit, and one of them wasn't wearing a mask. And I thought, okay, I've seen the videos where people are like, hey, you need to wear a mask, and they start getting into arguments and shit. So I go, let me approach this in a way that's not going to trigger this vato, right? So I walked up with the box of masks, and I go, hey, sir, I have an extra mask if you need one. And he turns to me, and he looks me dead in the eye, and he goes, I have a medical condition. I can't wear it.
Nice.
Like, how the fuck did
Nice.
you sign up for the army then? Like,
what medical condition lets you kill people,
But
like
doesn't let
not
you wear a mask?
piece of cloth over your head?
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you got to wake up at like 7 a.m. and run 2 miles every day, but you can't put on a fucking mask.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, just fucking put it on. Dude.
But it's at that point.
What an excuse.
Yeah, at that point I was just like, okay, cool. And I went back and I didn't help him for the rest of the time he was in the store.
Right. I
yeah,
mean,
you showed him.
wow.
No, but like
Nah,
he
I'm
didn't
kidding,
get
I'm
it.
kidding.
You mean he didn't find his size medium Thrasher shirt?
No, but like that, it was just kind of like, okay, cool. Like if you're not gonna wear a mask, I'm not gonna give you the best service.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cooperate
But I mean,
with
that's not a huge like fuck you to him. It was just like kind of like, you get treated the way people treat you, which kind of I guess leads us into the topic we were talking about the other day, where
Did you feel like it was a big fuck you?
me no, not really.
Like when you did it, where you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I got
I
him.
was like, this guy's just annoying. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, honestly though, when I would tell people to put on their mask and they'd give me an attitude about it, I would take that as a fuck you, because I'm like, dude, first of all, it's like in the peak of the pandemic. I'm like, first of all, it's the middle of a fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
Second of all, why the fuck am I working retail to risk my life? Like it's low key risking your life, and then you're coming to shop and you just can't just put a fucking mask on. Like, why are you giving me attitude?
I didn't understand why people were at the mall.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
at
my
all.
thing. I was like, bro, like,
Why are you at the mall?
and you want to know kind of like,
But like also like pre-pandemic, like why are you at the mall? Like just like why are you coming to the mall? There's nothing here.
no, and then I remember at one point I kind of made like and Ed might shit on me for saying this, but I kind of made like a decision because they had already bought back like everybody who was on salary and I
Yeah.
was still on hourly pay.
Yeah.
And they were trying to bring back like all the sales associates. This was before Ed was a manager. They're trying to bring back me and all the sales associates.
This was early then.
This was early, yeah. And keep in mind, sales associates make $7.25 an hour, right?
Yeah.
But this was when we were making.
Zoomies is all like fuck minimum wage, right?
I know.
It's so fucking hypocritical. Ed.
Well, here's the thing: they were making
Why you
$7.25.
No, because I'm
like,
like,
if I'm part of Zoom.
no, like, because I know, the poster they have, like,
talked about
like
it,
with the
yeah.
whole corporate, like when they fucking pander this shit, and then they go ahead and act
Yeah.
on it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
that's why it's all bullshit to me.
It's a
Well,
little
here's the
ironic,
thing,
yeah.
though, is that they wanted Ed and the rest of my sales associates to come back. They were only making $7.25 an hour, right?
Yeah.
It was either come back, work, make $7.25 an hour, or be on unemployment. Unemployment was $1,200 every 2 weeks, correct?
Yeah.
Or was it
He
1400?
always bullshits the story, but yeah.
I don't
continue.
bullshit the story.
He always ups the unemployment
he's
number.
always like, nah, like I'm the reason Ed got money. Like,
No,
nah.
no. So I made a deal with Zoomies,
I'm
right?
gonna debunk it.
You made a deal with fucking.
I made a deal
with,
with-
with
Really
Tom
did not.
Campion by himself.
I made a deal with our district manager. I said, hey,
Really did not.
look, you can ask Rob, you can call anybody.
I'll fucking call the DM right now. And dude,
and they go, hey, I told him, I go, look, the sales kids are making more money on unemployment right now. I will come back to work. If you let them stay on unemployment and you don't bring them back to work yet. And so that was the deal. So I went back to work and I was making, what I was making as a manager. So the sales associates could stay home, be with their families, be safe, and keep making more money than they would had they gone back to work.
Okay, and then this is where he's always like, man, like, I let you stay on that shit for much longer.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, no, but it was one check. I was able to get one more check, and he was like, "Hey, man, like I've been grinding. Where you been? Still getting checks or what?" And I'm like, dude, it's been 2 fucking weeks. Like, let me actually write it out. And he was like, "Nah, like we need you bad. We need you bad. And
we need you real bad.
But, yeah, so I was
but
like, okay.
We need those fucking blonde locks real bad.
He's like, Zoomies is getting hit hard, man.
I need them cheeks real bad,
dude. And you know what's so funny is that like maybe like the first week back, this is before we really understood anything, right? So the first week back,
like in general, this is when before I actually awakened,
and I was like, okay, like I had a lot of faith in humanity. I was like, people will work through this, right? So at the entrance of the store, I put like a little table.
Oh yeah,
and I put sanitizer.
Yeah,
and I put a box of gloves, right?
Yeah.
So you could come in, sanitize yourself, put the gloves on, and come shop.
I would go every day, and I never once touched that.
I know you didn't.
Yeah.
You would also eat on the counter in front of everybody.
Yeah, I would.
But
yeah, I'd eat on the skate counter.
But no. But this was maybe like the first day back.
You were with me all the time.
This was like the first day back, right? And this was before like they told us exactly what regulations other than just wear a mask were.
Yeah.
So I was telling people like, hey, you got to wear a pair of gloves too if you want to shop.
Oh, and you also have to remember that was when nobody could buy masks. So I don't know if y'all remember when the
There was like a mask shortage.
Yeah, when the pandemic first started, nobody had access to gloves, sanitizer, masks.
And we had a stockpile of gloves.
Yeah, we had just stockpiled gloves, masks, sanitizer, and everything because that's just the shit we had before.
Franz, I know you were selling that shit off the back.
No. So I put a box of gloves on the table, right? And I told people, I'll go, hey, if you want to come in, get a pair of gloves. That way you don't have to touch anything, right? And so I told that a couple of times, and then I told a guy, and he was like, I'm not going to wear gloves. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. Well, you got to wear gloves to shop in here. But this is before they told us what to and not to tell people, right?
Oh, so you took this upon yourself.
I took this upon myself. Like, you man, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, I thought this shit was like fucking
skin,
like 28 days later. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, I thought this shit was like 28 days later, right?
Have you seen
I know because I went and I bought a fucking pistol in the same fucking.
I remember when he told me that, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
he goes to the guns and ammo store and he's like, can I have this one pistol and these box of gloves?
I didn't know what the fuck was going to go on in the world.
The guy's like, how the fuck do you find gloves in here? Like,
so
we don't even have masks on.
No, I guess I pissed off this guy, right? I guess I pissed off this guy by telling him to wear gloves.
Right.
Because after he left, I went to the table to go look, and he had taken the whole box of gloves.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That sounds exactly fuck you to me.
That sounds exactly like something I would do. Like, just like really, like, oh, you want gloves? All right. I'll just get the whole thing.
Took the whole box, and I was like, I hate everybody.
Fonz just trying to be good, like a good Samaritan.
Or what I remember, literally the day before when Laredo closed, I don't know if y'all remember when they had like the meetings and shit. The day before it closed, so the news about COVID was kind of still going around.
Right.
And what I remember the most, do you remember that one family that came in, and when they left, like I sprayed where they were at.
Oh, yes, and they got mad and they coughed.
Yeah.
They walked by?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so petty, too.
Dude, and it was so lame because it was like when COVID was, really scary and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit. Like, family left, and I sprayed around them. Cool. We closed the gate, and we're closing. Later that night, we see them walking by.
And they started coughing on purpose.
Like, they're passing the store, and they're like... and I'm like, dude, like... Fuck you. Like, first of all, like, fuck you.
Wow, that's so petty.
And then literally the next day, that's when Laredo was like, all right, we're shutting down for 2 weeks. So, like, I always wonder, like, I hope they went home and realized that shit was serious.
Yeah.
Like, that it was more than just, like, a little, I don't know, like the swine flu scare. Like, it was a legit fucking thing.
Yeah.
I hope that shit haunts them at night.
I don't think, and this is me, this is just how I live. I don't take health issues as serious as I should.
Mm-hmm.
How so? What do you mean?
Like, you, like, spraying that area down, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have put the box out. I wouldn't have been washing my hands or putting sanitizer on after everything, because I just, like, maybe I just don't see the gravity of how easy it could be transferred or stuff like that. And this is not just pandemic shit, but just in general health issues. I'm not that
cautious.
No, but it's not that I'm not cautious. It's just I'm not precautious.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not precautious.
Well, my whole thing was that even before the pandemic, I have always been very, I don't know if you'd say germaphobe, but like I would always have a sanitizer at my desk pre-pandemic. I would always have a sanitizer in my backpack, and I would always like spray down shit. And I was always about. I was washing my hands before washing hands was cool.
Do you remember when there was the whole movement to sneeze in your elbow and cough in your elbow?
I always thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the only one I was actually about.
Wait, growing up or like in the pandemic when they
Growing
told
up,
you?
no, growing
I
up.
thought that was weird because you would literally just do this like. It just
goes down.
It just goes down.
Like you catch it, right?
Oh, that's fucked up. Sneezing in your mouth is
I just
nasty.
sneeze in my shirt.
Yeah, that's what I do.
See, I would do that too, like poof, like that. But then you get the boogers in here, and you're like, fuck.
But it's your own. It's your own.
Yeah, but you
like,
still got boogers on your
Yeah,
shirt,
low-key,
bro.
it is nasty. It's just sneezing is fucking nasty if we're being honest.
Yeah, so but like I mean, before when I was younger, because I'd sneeze like achoo, like you sneeze into your hand because that's how you see it on TV and on cartoons, right?
Yeah, I would do that.
Have you
a
ever
few times.
sneezed so hard that you feel like your fucking like body hurt, like you sneeze and like you.
Yeah,
jerk?
you're like,
Oh.
Yeah, I hate that. I wonder what the correlation between that is. Probably like the muscles
well,
contracting.
your whole
or
muscle
something, right?
tenses.
Well,
yeah,
I've-
your whole body tenses. When
I've
you
never
sneeze.
felt that.
Really?
Your whole body tenses.
No, no. When you sneeze and it hurts.
Oh,
Pancho's here. Pancho's here.
Yeah.
Mid episode. Ah!
Turn off your fucking lights, asshole.
You just take your mom's.
And it just took my mom's parking spot. What's it called? No, but yeah, you would sneeze into your hands like this, and then they did this whole movement that like, no, you got to cough into your elbow, sneeze into your elbow.
I always thought that was
And-
weird.
You know what's one of my favorite?
See, like I thought like shit that we were doing for the pandemic was kind of weird, but this, I fucked with this.
That doesn't make sense.
No,
I don't know.
You know what's
to
one of
this
my-
day, I'll sneeze and cough into my elbow.
One of my
fucking weird.
the funniest memories I remember like right before the pandemic hit is we were out that Saturday and then they announced it like on a Wednesday or some shit, right?
Yeah.
So we were out that Saturday.
I don't think the mic picked it up, but yeah, on a Wednesday because
They canceled the
Master, get
Spurs-
your ass over here, bro. We're like what?
We're about 20 minutes.
20
in.
minutes.
We're like 25 minutes in,
He's here. He's here.
dude, and we're talking about anti-mask and everything, bro. You missed it.
I have kids.
Oh, why are we
that's
why are we
why.
twinning?
No, dude, it's a gusting only.
Look-
You have to take those off.
No, you
y'all
can
have
wear
the
'em.
same shirt, everything.
Yeah.
Wait, is yours the one with the shark also?
No, this is a bar stool.
Oh, it's Barstool. Oh, we got
Yeah.
the same.
Okay.
Wow,
So,
this is
um,
cool.
No, you know
We're
what's-
22 minutes. Wait,
hold
the
up.
pod was supposed to start at 9:30.
Hold
We
up.
started at 9:15.
Yeah, we
We,
had.
we, we put the announcement at 9:15.
All right, let's go ahead and introduce Pancho. Yo,
Pancho,
So
hey!
I have kids, so so you won't be late to any podcast that you have. Make sure you pull out.
Number one rule.
No, so we went out that Saturday right before everything hit, right?
Yeah.
I remember I was like super trashed in the club. We were sitting at House of Whiskey, and I sat down in the chair like I always do midway through the night so I can catch a breather.
Yeah.
Right? And then I spied like a little fucking Germix.
I spy
I
with my
spy
little
with my little
eye.
he brought out the little book. The
Yeah.
spy book.
He's got to make sure he's like, okay, yeah.
Is that their one from the pictures?
Wait, where is it? House of Whiskey?
House of Whiskey.
It's the book and it's a House of Whiskey. He's like, okay, yeah,
There,
all right.
I spy.
There's the credit card on the floor.
Yeah.
There's the shoe.
Do you kind of remember where you were when like everything got canceled?
I was at work.
Do you know where you were during the like the world turned upside down? What I was yelling over there was that the world turned upside down when Rudy Gobert tested
yes.
positive for
Oh,
COVID.
that was crazy.
That's whenever
The NBA player.
that's the
NBA
center
player.
for the Jazz.
And that was after
And
he was
that
talking
and
shit.
even that sports that set the tone for everything.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So there was only a few cases in the United States, right? And what's it called? We're
I
like,
think it
okay,
was
we
like
should take
11.
it seriously, but let's see what's happening. And then Rudy Gobert, backstory, right? A day before, he was making jokes about COVID.
And then
So
you got
during
it.
his interview, he started like coughing and like
touching
the
mic
microphones,
and
right,
shit,
Gus?
yeah.
The next day,
right?
the next
No one said anything.
the next day, the Thunder and the Jazz were gonna play. Rudy Gobert plays for the Jazz, right?
Yeah.
Breaking news: Rudy Gobert has COVID. The same guy that was coughing on the microphone
And talking shit.
and
Damn.
making fun of had COVID. But then, like, that was the first athlete
yeah.
to have COVID.
You know who the second person was to get COVID?
His teammate,
Donovan Mitchell.
No, the
Yeah.
guy who put away his microphone after the thing.
Wait,
That's
so
a dad
let me
fucking
tell you the story about the whole COVID. So basically, that the NBA like they shut the game off, and then there was like one last game. Like there was a game already playing, so they let that one finish, and that was it. But after that, all the sports started shutting down, and all the states and cities started like, oh, so that not even like that set the tone for sports.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I thought I posted it.
No.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to change the day for tomorrow. No wonder no one's on fucking live.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. We're fucking.
So,
up.
anyways,
Is it for 9:20? I mean, for 5:20?
What do you mean?
no wonder someone had texted me, hey, no
Shit.
pod today.
Okay.
So, anyways, even though that set the tone for just sports, that also set the tone for like everything worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was really interesting because like I remember where I was at the gym when that happened, and guess what? The next day happened. No more gym.
No, I was telling you guys. So we had gone out that Saturday, right? I was at House of Whiskey. I was sitting down on the chair because I was like already like midway through like being trashed, and on the floor I spotted a little fucking hand sanitizer from Bath and Body Works, right? Like the worst sanitizer you can get.
Hand sanitizer's good, bro.
Well, it smells good, but it has like glitter and like there's no way that thing was actually killing bacteria.
Yeah, that
But-
shit. Fucking COVID's a big guy. He fucking sees the Bath and Body Works.
The
guy,
Chad
and
COVID
he's
versus
like,
the Virgin Bath and Body Works fucking sanitizer, right? But so I picked it up, right? And drunk me was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it to everybody in the club. So I started walking up to all the different tables and I started asking people if they wanted sanitizer. And I was like, hey, you never know, COVID. And some people were taking it and like fucking using
it's
it.
because
Right?
we didn't know how serious. And then once that happened, it was on a Wednesday. Because also I was gonna buy tickets for the Spurs, and I forgot the Spurs and Timberwolves or something like that weekend. And I was literally on SeatGeek looking for tickets, and then that's whenever
They should have it
everything
now.
happened.
Nice. They'll technical difficulty. Our Patreon subscribers, we apologize. We forgot to post the link.
Yeah, and I think the biggest victim of COVID actually was not a person. It was Bad Bunny's album.
It was all of us.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, we didn't get to hear that.
So
in the
Bad
club.
Bunny's album was only up for one weekend.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was supposed to be the album of the summer.
Oh yeah.
The album of the year, the album of the summer. Like, everyone was supposed to be in the club, at the bar, all the time bumping to that whole album.
Yeah.
And nothing. Only one weekend. It was released on a Friday. And that following Wednesday,
I don't remember.
COVID happened.
I remember it. Yeah.
A huge shout out to Jesus for stopping by. Missed you guys. Thank you, man. And again, we do apologize for having up.
Jesus was actually the
Yeah.
one who texted me and he's like, hey, the link's not there. So
Damn.
thank you, Jesus. You saved
Yeah.
this whole episode.
What's it called? I apologize for last week. Our patrons. I guess I'll wait a little bit. If more people are gonna show up. But yeah, I apologize for last week. My internet went out. My mom had to unplug the router because it was just shitting on itself. We got a new router now, so hopefully the stream's got good quality. And I apologize for the link being posted today. What's it called? It automatically schedules for a day in advance. So you guys were gonna watch this stream tomorrow by accident. So right now I just uploaded the hard link to them, but they should have it now. And now we got people in the chat, so it's cool.
Oh, man,
Also,
yeah.
just in case you know, I'm 22 minutes late.
Yeah, Pancho's also late.
I thought it
so
was going to be at 9:30, and I got here a little bit late.
Yeah, Pancho's also late, so it's all cool. All we talked about was COVID.
yeah.
You know,
We'll
Yeah,
hear about
and
that
the
anymore.
same shit we've been talking about for months.
But
Now we can probably get into our real topic.
let's get into the real topic. This
Are
is
we going
something
for
that,
the
that Ed.
legalization of...
no, not yet, because our homie wants to get in on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one that we saw at Barnito?
Yeah,
Yes.
Pete.
Well, tell him to fucking...
Pete, he's out of town this week. Ed.
Nah, I'm kidding.
So wait, what are we going to talk about?
You asked me a question when we were at Wendy's.
All right,
yeah.
you know, we'll start it off. Pancho, I have a big question for you, man.
Okay.
What is your favorite compliment to get from a girl? Like, or, you know, just ladies. I don't know, in particular, your lady. What is the best compliment?
Okay,
Nice save,
so-
nice save.
Let's play it safe.
Wait, I'm
Nice
going to
save.
say something a little controversial.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay.
So my favorite compliment...
Wait, when don't you?
My favorite compliment is you look big. Like you look swole.
Okay.
All right.
But,
Like,
like,
you're skin, but like you're not fat.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
or like
Okay.
you look good, you whatever. The thing is, when my significant other says it,
uh-huh.
I don't believe her
Wow.
Oh, but when
because I'm like, you're obligated. Like
Right.
I feel like, oh, you're obligated. You're just saying it. Like,
feel like
someone's
she's
like,
just
oh,
saying
am I
that.
fat? And she's like, no. And then I'm like, I'm fucking fat. You're fucking lying to me or whatever. And then she's like, oh, you've gotten bigger. I'm like, nah, you're just saying that, right?
right,
But
because she knows that's what you want to hear.
yeah,
That's
but
what you
also
like to
like,
hear.
even if she's sincere, I don't believe it.
Wow.
When another person says it, I believe it, and that fucking makes me happy.
that's your favorite compliment.
But the thing
It's
is,
big.
like, that person's not obligated to give me any compliment whatsoever.
Nope.
So that's when you know it's sincere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause-
When you're under no obligation to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Like it's super random. You're like, hey, dude, you're looking like, especially someone you haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because
You're
they,
like-
they actually see the
Yeah,
difference.
like, oh, dude, you're looking big and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that fucking made me come. Not. It could be a guy, but
Yeah,
like
okay,
a guy
so-
can make me come with those words.
Okay, so that's your favorite compliment
Yes.
from, let's say, okay, awesome. And then Fonz, what about you? What's your favorite compliment?
I think my favorite compliment to get, from a girl is definitely like, I love your energy. I think that's something that's like,
I like your vibe.
No,
wow,
Gen
you
Z.
have such nice vibes.
it's because like,
Libres.
it's because like it's one thing to be handsome, or it's one thing to be attractive, or it's one thing to
Not
be,
everybody could be funny.
Well, yes, no, but
Not
I-
everyone can host a podcast.
Not everyone knows the podcast.
Everybody can be hot, but not everyone can be funny.
That's true. No, but because I feel like I spent a lot of time, trying to perfect myself, like as a person,
Right.
emotionally and personality wise.
Remember that reminds me of the Fairly Odd Parents episode. I think it was like, Wanda, like Timmy Turner couldn't get any girl or whatever, and then like it's because the other guys are funny,
Oh,
and then he's like asked like Wanda like, well, how are you so into Cosmo? He's like a dork and stuff like that, showing him all
Oh, with
this
Juan
stuff.
Dissimo.
Yeah, and then what's better is like, oh, because he's funny.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that.
And I think that's something so cool because when someone likes your energy, it means they like your whole general presence of you being there. It's not just what you say or what you do. It's everything you as a person, the way you act, the way you talk. And I think when someone likes your energy, like that's a really sincere thing because like I can just be like, oh, like Ed, you're handsome, but like that's surface level shit. I feel like energy
Damn.
goes beyond like appearance.
He's basically saying y'all's compliments don't compare to mine.
No,
Damn.
Yeah, it's really what he's saying.
He's
Uh,
shitting on us
I mean-
by elevating
I
us.
mean,
He's like, hey, y'all
I
get
feel like
surface
your
level
looks
shit.
have a
Yeah, I get deep level shit.
Your looks play a role in your energy.
That's true.
Very good looking people.
Oh,
the
wow.
best looking people have the worst looking people, and the best looking people have the worst energy.
Shit. Hold
Look
up.
at the
I
best
actually
energy
really,
from
really
average
like
looking
this.
people like us.
Miguel Inclán, he says, not my favorite, but the one I get the most is your English is so good.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
crazy one.
I
didn't
mean,
even think
we're
about
all
that.
Mexican here, so I don't.
But he probably means like. when he goes
But
out
you
of
live
town.
in
Wait,
over there in North
do you,
Texas.
do you like that compliment, or are you just saying that's one you get a lot? Because the whole point of this thing was talking about how guys kind of really don't get compliments, and I know a lot of people talk about that, but it's just like it's kind of true, I feel like a lot of times guys are almost neglected. Or like
I always
it's kinda-
compliment guys.
Yeah, and I feel like every time we go to the gym, I'm like, dude, you look fucking huge.
But
Or
the
like,
thing-
"Dude,
Actually,
you're fucking
at the
shredded."
gym on Tuesday, I ran into my friend Felipe, and I went up to say hi to him, and he's like, "Dude, you're looking big, bro." And I'm like, "Oh,
That-
fuck,
that-
No,
dude."
but the thing is, like, it also depends on the type of guy. Because Felipe is like I know, like
He's
I know him.
jacked.
I've only met him a couple times too.
Yeah.
And that's the type of guy like his very good energy and stuff like that. So you want like from another random guy or another friend, you probably won't hear that. But it also depends on the guy because a lot of guys don't like giving compliments because a lot of guys are egotistic, or
Yeah.
it's also because of like I don't want to say homophobic. But it's like the machismo thing. So
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
compliment other guys. You
Fuck
get
no,
me?
dude.
Like
Fucking compliment
that's
all your
one
homies.
of our issues is that some guys
Yeah,
are
dude.
too machismo or whatever. So
But I
they're
do
afraid to
think
compliment
our
other men.
generations are starting to change.
Yeah.
all,
Yes.
all of my homies
Oh, for
and
sure.
shit, we're
Yeah.
all like,
Like
hey,
I
you're
don't
fucking
think
big.
well, my dad's not like that, like oh machismo and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I've seen it like in other family members.
Mhm.
They don't compliment
Yeah.
guys
Well,
the way that
especially-
my dad or I do.
especially now how like the culture within men is to kind of be was like sus.
Yeah.
Sus?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You know how that like the generations before, I don't know if they were like that the way we are. Because you know
No.
how I'm with my homies, I'm like, let me suck that dick. I'm
Yeah.
like, I think about
But have I ever told you to suck your dick?
Wait, what? You just go
No,
up
it's
like
because-
asking your
Ah,
homies.
don't
the
be
thing is-
fucking kidding.
I get it.
don't be
Wait,
fucking
it's 'cause-
No,
kidding.
like, no, it's one thing to like be joking around, but like when like you just like, hey, can I suck your dick? Like,
I've made that joke with you before. I'm like, let me suck that dick.
what?
But it's because
That's funny, though.
some guys
No,
are too
yeah, you're
some
right.
guys are too prideful. and
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
my
that.
thing is like that's accepted now.
Yeah.
I wonder.
that's-
Dude, no, my dad jokes like that with his brothers.
Oh, so it's a generational thing. It's been happening for years.
But also depends on
Yeah,
the
it's
the
just
people
different.
because a lot of it's the guys in his dad's generation.
Are
most
the
of them aren't
Wi-Fi
like
being
that.
retarded? Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, so
I'm getting get off the Wi-Fi on your phones if you're on it. It was doing so well, man. I just got this new fucking router too, man. All right, whatever.
anyways,
No,
yeah.
so going back a little, touching a little bit on the whole sus thing. what's it called? I saw this TikTok, and right now there's a thing going on that like it's a meme for guys on Tinder or like dating apps to have pictures of them with a fish. Like it's a meme to do that.
Something wrong with that.
Okay, I'll get to it because apparently like every see the stream just ended because of the Wi-Fi, man. It's try to refresh and start the stream up again. But for the sake that we're recording, I'll keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
Ed, do your thing. But so essentially, the thing with the guys, they hold up like on their social medias or on their
dating profiles.
Dating profiles, they have a picture of them with a fish, right? And it's become a meme where like, oh, if he's got a picture with a fish, like, oh, be careful, red flag, red flag.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck, right? So it's a meme, and then this one chick, she comes up and
Is it because guys like to show off like the size of fish that they get, so now guys are making fun of that?
No, the girls are making fun of it.
Okay.
Guys aren't making fun of it. And the thing is, it's got a lot of pictures of guys doing shit like that, and not a lot of pictures of guys just with Sunday brunch, and it's the picture of them like at their face. Because how girls just post pictures of themselves.
Yeah.
Guys don't really do that. They almost have to post a picture of them doing something.
There has to be a reason for you to post that picture.
Because guys, like I don't take self. I've never posted like a selfie of me.
Yeah.
Like
I
as a
res-
profile
I
picture.
respect people who can do that.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's cool.
Dude.
It's
And
cool.
usually the ugly dudes are always like everywhere, like, hey, I'm over here, like.
But the confidence, though, I'm jealous of
I
it.
start sweating because I posted a selfie today.
That's
It's like,
exactly
oh,
what I mean.
I'm eating a number 2, like.
Yeah, no, I think we're a little bit ahead of the curve. But essentially, these guys don't like to take pictures of themselves because it's like how Ed says, it's sus, like, or like we don't.
That's not what I meant.
No. But sus is.
I get what
Being
you mean.
sus.
They feel
Like,
like
they feel like taking a selfie and posting it is
demasculated.
sus.
Yeah, they think that's demasculated.
No,
but
but
you know what's
the point of sus is like, oh, this guy's gay.
Or it's just that you're
You know that, right?
suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're using the word sus incorrectly.
Yeah,
I thought sus was like, hey, you're acting gay. Like, oh, that's sus.
It does,
is,
but
yeah.
at its core, it's more like, hey, you're acting suspicious.
Well, I know that's what it
But
originally
that's
meant.
but sus.
But now-
but like for men, it's like, oh, this guy's
Yeah,
acting gay.
I do get you.
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna use that terminology because that's kind of what it is now. Although it did start with the whole like you're being suspicious.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
I
I
also don't
want
know
to
if it's
know. I want to know
offensive.
at the root of it, where did this idea that like taking a selfie and stuff was demasculated, or it's not like
Because girls do it.
Yeah, because
Because
solely because girls do it.
Because
Yeah.
girls do it primarily. So like
it gets associated with not being something that guys do.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
I think it's easy to break that mold.
No,
fuck
so
that,
what
dude.
hap-
I mean, it's a
I haven't gotten
generational
to the
thing.
main point of it. So the main point of it is that these guys they post pictures of them doing things and not pictures of just their outfit or themselves or whatever, while girls do because these guys are feeling like it's emasculating or it's feminine to do so or whatever, so they don't want to do that. But then this girl on TikTok, she goes off and saying like, or it's because society has valued men's achievements over men just looking good.
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Women don't like in a societal term value more what men do versus how men look.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why you see pictures of the guys posting their fish because they're proud
this
of
is
what
a-
they did.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is an accomplishment.
Yeah, and as
Look at
somebody-
me.
Oh, I thought you meant like guys having a fish ironically.
No.
Like,
And as
like
somebody-
here I am with a fish.
As somebody like me, where I've used a picture of me in a fish and
Me
dating
too.
profiles. You know what the message I'm trying to convey with that is?
I provide.
I provide. I can provide.
A minnow is not.
Your
a
little
way to show
crappies that you
people
got in North
it
Central
provide,
Pond.
yeah.
You gotta kind of catch a bass.
But I just want to let them know, like, if at any moment I can catch a fish,
If at any moment
What?
I
I
can
don't
dig
think
in and catch a fucking.
I can catch
So
a bluegill.
no, exactly.
Ass
So as a
fish.
society, guys, even amongst ourselves, we value what we do
Because
not
we
how
become-
we look.
Because the
never
more we do,
posted
the
a
more
selfie.
desirable we become.
Yeah.
In our head, yeah, exactly.
head.
You're right.
In
Like
our head.
my main profile pictures and stuff like that are like me with my kid. Like, hey, I have
It's
a
so
kid.
hard, Pancho, when I make the cover art because you only have like 5 pictures, and I'm like, fuck, like I don't have enough. Like I've recycled so many of your pictures because you
It's
don't have
because,
that many
like,
pictures.
Since I'm not in the market,
Yeah.
I don't post pictures of me.
He doesn't need to.
I don't need to. You
Yeah.
got me? Like you all. Like the thing is with social media, it's kind of like you're peacocking,
Yeah.
right?
Agreed. 100%.
So there's no reason. Like I have my feathers to show. I have very colorful feathers to show off, but there's no reason for me to show off my feathers.
you keep them closed.
Yeah, the moment that I need to open them up,
That's at home.
believe me, it's game over, right? Like, but the thing is, there's no reason for me to peacock right now because, like I said before, social media is a huge peacock, and it is like you need a type of photos that you post on social media. So you need like the one with your mom, you know, or you need the one like if you've graduated college. Oh, this guy does this, you know, with your job, with your new car.
Yeah.
Everything is a guy, not a selfie. Or like you at brunch. Oh, this guy, you know, he knows how to have a good time because you know brunch is like the thing right now, right?
Yeah.
So you with a mimosa. Something like that. You get me? Or you with the homies. Oh, this guy has friends. Or you with like a girlfriend, like a girl that's a friend, not like a girlfriend, but a girl that's a friend.
Yeah.
You get me? Those are like some of the few pictures that you need to actually get it. Because even though like, that's like what attracts people to you, like it shows that you're an all around type of person.
Yeah.
So guess what? You're gonna be in the DM. People
Yeah,
like Gus. Gus has a good
What do I do?
like set of like a good profile. You get me? If you want someone to have a good profile to like peacock yourself,
Yeah.
or to show off, you can learn lessons from Gus.
On my Instagram?
Because he shows like so the pictures of himself, what he does, the people that he hangs out with.
Oh,
you know, his parents.
I actively try.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad you say
And
that,
also
but I
his
actively
art.
try to
So-
make that balance.
No, but that's why. So that balance is kind of like a huge. That means that Gus's feathers are huge. Right, so he also shows his art. Oh, he's artistic.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a podcast.
Fly my
You get
wings,
me?
baby bird.
So you go to him, but like I said, let's say if a single guy had the pictures that I had, it wouldn't work.
Zero game.
Zero game.
Yeah.
You get me? I have the
Yeah.
profile of someone that's
But you got a
taken.
married profile. That's why.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, I have the profile of someone that's taken.
Yeah.
So it's different. That's what I was telling him. If I need to spread up, if I need to show my feathers, believe me, the feathers are gonna be popping.
And it's so crazy because like, you know, when we look at Instagram now, you look at like Twitter, you look at this, in essence, like you're no longer just looking at someone's like personal profile. You're kind of looking into like a little glimpse of who they are or what they try and portray themselves as a person, you know?
It's
That's
a
what-
slice.
No, but you guys
it's-
got to remember, social media is literally only what you want social media
Exactly.
to see. It's
Exactly.
nowhere near an impersonation.
You're
of who
gonna
you are.
get the idealized versions of that person.
No,
'Cause no
you're
one ever
actually.
posts.
I beg to differ. You're giving what other people want.
Uh,
If you really wanted to give what you wanted, you'd be posting all the time. I used to do that in high school.
I remember I
Okay.
would post if I was gonna post on Instagram. I would post 3 times a day.
I used to
Really?
post.
Yeah, because you know how it does it, that 3 square grid. I
Yeah.
wanted to keep like line by line by line.
Yeah.
You know.
No, yeah,
It was
dude.
weird. That's why I have so many fucking pictures on my Instagram. I have 1,000 some.
I
For a
went
guy, that's a
through-
lot.
Wow.
I went through a huge deletion day, like or what's it called? Like a huge. I forgot.
Purge.
I forgot the term for it.
a purge.
A purge, yes, that's the name for it. I went through a huge photo purge when I was like a freshman in high school because I had hundreds of random ass photos. But me, I didn't care. But want to know why I deleted all those photos? Because I was trying to, you know, clean it up for other people to see.
Yeah.
Because
I don't like that people do that.
Do what?
Purge their Instagram.
Oh no.
I-
Okay,
I did
so
mine
I'm
today.
gonna go there. No, but I purged because I had hundreds. I hate people. They'll post a picture. The next week it's deleted,
Oh,
but they'll
no,
archive it because
Yeah.
they only wanted.
Yeah, they archive
They
it.
only wanted to post it sometimes or whatever, or they wanted to seem exclusive. So they only have 2 posts on their entire
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah,
I
I don't
can't
like
fuck,
those.
I
I
can't
don't
fucking
like
stand
that.
that.
But
It's like you post every week, but you only have 2 photos on your Instagram.
No, and then it
This
goes
makes
back
sense.
to that thing, you know, like where Ed said, where you know they only post what they want to portray or show what they want to portray, because that's true. Because you know, no one, at least nowadays, the whole thing with social media is like you don't post like on Instagram that you're sad, you don't post on Instagram that you're crying, you don't post it like, you know, I'm going through like.
But I also think
like
that's what stories are for.
Yeah.
And I think stories conform to that whole like you don't want to be posting all the time like on your main profile, but you
wanna
want
post- you wanna
but
share
but
something.
you
Yeah.
still want to share it.
Yeah.
So that's why like I'm very active on my stories. I'm not very active on my actual post. I post
Yeah.
every couple months, but on my stories I'm posting all the time.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. And Gus, we never got to get to you, man. What
yeah.
what is your favorite compliment to receive, either in general or from the ladies?
That's crazy. We had all this whole time to think about it and I didn't do it. Definitely from a guy, it's you're looking big. Like you're looking bigger, you're looking better, like you're looking more fit. Cause holy shit, like especially my arms. My arms were such an insecurity of mine, and I wouldn't say insecurity, but I definitely thought that they were small, and I had a skin because I was always skinny. I was the skinny, like I always thought I was the skinny kid. I had flaco. That's what my family calls me. The tios when I go to the taco shop. Hey, flaco, ¿cuántos quieres? I'm like, all right, so I'm the skinny guy.
Yeah.
I get it. And I always saw my arms and I always thought they were sticks, like palitos.
Yeah,
You know, and I was like, fuck, I don't have big arms. and I want big arms. And then now that I've started working out a little bit more serious and putting on mass, because I was always really light. My coaches always wanted me to weigh what I weigh now. Now I weigh 180. I've never weighed 180 in my life.
Damn, that's a lot of muscle mass too.
I hope it's muscle mass, although I know it's some fat, but it's probably at least 165 muscle mass and about 15 fat.
That's fucking crazy.
Probably.
That means you only have like, you don't have less than 10% body fat, because
Wait, how much is that?
you probably have like 20.
Okay, then I probably have like 140.
Either way, it's still badass.
Yeah, it's so bad. I was like, damn, bro.
I did the numbers wrong. I did the numbers
I
wrong.
was like,
Yeah,
fuck,
a little
bro.
off, but it's okay.
But basically, if you compliment, and this look, and this comes from, like, I guess from a both guy and a girl, but I appreciate a lot more from a guy that goes to the gym, is that I'm looking bigger and I'm looking I'm looking more fit, because holy shit, was having small arms just a big insecurity of mine.
Yeah.
Do you like the compliment more from girls or from guys?
Now, what's your favorite compliment from when it comes to girls?
That I smell nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
That's,
that's
yeah.
a good one.
Honestly, yeah.
That-
Fuck, I didn't even think
That I
of
smell nice, because I rarely put on cologne. I actually
it's your natural musk.
I
Sure.
don't put on
I
cologne.
think it's deodorant, man.
I use
hair products.
I use
Dove.
deodorant, hair product, and body washes,
Okay.
but I don't put on cologne.
What type of deodorant do you use? I use Dove.
I use Old Spice.
I use Old Spice.
To me, Old Spice lasts the longest, like smelling good.
Okay.
So I fuck with that. And whenever I use a body wash, like that smells good too, and combined with the Old Spice.
And
And
1-2 combo.
the 1-2 combo, and then with a coconut shampoo or a coconut spray in my
Are you
hair.
a two? Are
It's
you a
just-
two
there-
in
there's a
one
lot of
type
scents
guy?
going on.
Oh fuck no.
There's a lot of scents going on. So if a girl tells me like,
It could
oh
be
my,
anything.
like,
It
oh
could
my
be
god,
whatever.
you smell nice. I'm like, oh sweet, fuck yeah, like I'm doing, like that's a good
yeah,
thing.
that's actually a really
Yeah.
good compliment
Be-
when you
becau-
smell good.
And because it's because I like that I smell good, because to me it signifies that I'm clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But two, a smell stays in your memory a lot longer than anything else.
Yeah,
than any
no,
other
yeah,
sensory.
That's true.
that smell. I think it also. That's why I try so hard to smell good too, because of like other people.
Yeah.
So whenever I was in sports, whenever the thing is like my cross country team,
Uh-huh.
we were like the type of guys that we were into like, dude, we gotta fucking have it smell good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But whenever like every time we'd be like around football players, it would fucking smell
Like ass.
and that like ass. And I've always affiliated myself with like
the good
I
smelling
don't want to
guy.
smell like ass after I work out.
Yeah.
So I make sure I always have deodorant like when.
Oh, there's
before I
some
go to the
vatos that
gym,
smell like
bro.
Wendy's chili, dude, and I swear to God,
And
it
it's like
smells
they don't
Some
weird.
know.
vatos who smell like Wendy's chili.
And no,
No,
and
they
it's like
smell-
they don't.
they
and it's-
sweat and
don't
they smell
know.
like Wendy's chili, dude.
Oh yeah, that's
And
like
even in the bus, that's the thing. Like you can have a hardcore workout and not smell like shit in the bus, because like when I was in cross country, dude, we fucking sweated like pigs, and we're with each other for like 2 hours, and
Yeah.
it smelled fine. But
but
when
you're
around,
sweating outside.
no, but when you're around football players and stuff like that, like we would be in like on the activities bus, like
Yeah.
after school,
Uh-huh.
and football players would be on the same bus as us, and they would smell like shit.
Yeah, but you sweat outside and in shorts and shirts.
Bro,
Football
they
players,
wear
they
helmets, pads,
they have shit
girdles.
that retains
Yeah,
sweat
but
longer.
the thing is, then try to.
No, I'm not
fucking
saying
put deodorant.
you're
Yeah, then
wrong. I'm just
fucking-
saying like of course they're gonna smell
Yeah,
worse.
well, just put a fucking powder in that shit.
Yeah, bro.
You can always
put on
combat
deodorant after-
smelliness.
Yeah, you can combat
All I'm
it.
saying, I wasn't football. I didn't smell.
I swear by baby powder. Just a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit of
what he's
baby
saying.
powder.
He didn't want to smell like those
You didn't
guys.
want to smell like those guys.
No,
Have you ever?
At United South high school football, they didn't have deodorant. What can I say?
You know what's embarrassing? Have you ever been in the club and you dance next to somebody and they smell?
Yeah, and I get
Dude.
away from that.
That shit's
No.
fucking crazy.
No, I've never been to the
we,
club.
we were out when we were out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Dude, I smelled somebody in the club and
Yeah.
they smell like they weren't deodorant.
The only smells I smell from other people when I'm out at the clubs is weed.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like,
I don't smell like them smelly. I smell
potheads
them.
act like if
Like they don't
no
smell.
other people don't fucking smell.
Bro,
them.
you smell, bro.
They're like, oh, they're like, hey, bro, do I smell?
Yeah, like,
yes,
yes.
bro, I can smell you from 2
Like you
blocks
smell
away.
loud.
Yeah.
Ed, what's your favorite compliment?
So when it comes to getting compliments in general, I think my favorite compliment is I'm really comfortable around you.
That's a
And
good one.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it comes to either guys, girls, my mom, anybody, like family, if they're like, I'm really comfortable around you, I like that. And I think it's similar to I like your energy, because when someone's comfortable around me, it signifies like, holy shit, like my energy is able to calm them to where they want to talk to me, where they want to be with me. And I think that's my favorite one. That always warms my heart, because I'm like, cool, like that shows my character is good enough to hang around. And then when it comes to favorite compliment from girls,
Bless you.
Bless you. Hey, Matthew just pledged $5 on the Patreon. Hey,
Hell
thanks,
yeah,
Matt.
Thank you, Matt. We love
shout
you.
out Matt.
Yeah, Vados. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But when it comes to my favorite compliment from girls, as
I
weird.
wonder if he's live.
No,
I'm sorry.
I hope you join. No, you're fine. If you join, say hi, dude. But my favorite compliment from girls, as weird as it is, it'd be pretty. I really like it when girls call me pretty.
Really, I would say the opposite.
Out of everything, like handsome, that one's really good too.
I'd love for a girl to tell me that I'm handsome.
Yeah, handsome is better.
The one that hits the least for me though would probably be hot. If someone calls me hot, I'm just like, that sounds fake. That sounds like some bullshit.
I don't know.
I was talking about this in the group chat. There's a difference between hot, cute, handsome,
Oh yeah,
and
for
pretty.
sure.
Cute
Yeah.
and pretty are my favorite. If a girl calls me pretty, I'm like, that sends my ego through the fucking roof. Like I'm gonna ride that high for 2 fucking weeks. If a
Yeah.
girl's like, he's a pretty boy.
I don't like when an older girl calls me cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little
because that just
belittling.
means like you're kind of ugly.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
like to me, I hear it, like, even though she said like you're cute, like I hear it as like, oh, cutie.
yeah,
like,
you're like a 6.
Oh, cute, he's
cute,
trying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
But then sounds like, oh, like
She's
you're
like,
really
oh, little
like you're
stupid
really
baby.
handsome
Yeah.
means that
Oh,
like
dumb little baby.
You're really
piece of shit,
handsome means
stupid baby.
that they're willing to go on multiple dates. If you're hot, they're just willing to. They're just
Oh,
want to.
Matthew's in the chat.
just
What's up,
wanna
Matt?
Hey, nice. That's sick. So
Yo,
that's
dude.
badass. When you sub to the Patreon, you get the link right away. That's
God
sick.
damn.
That's really cool, dude.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, dude, pretty.
Which I'd rather be handsome than hot.
I would if a girl calls me hot, it's because I know she's down to fuck. Well,
Yeah, no, yeah,
well,
no, yes, no,
hold on,
no, no. I mean, like
That's
that's no, but that's
generalized.
how she thinks of you as
hot.
You're
Hot is
very,
more
like,
sexual.
sexualizing.
Yeah.
Hot is sexual. Sexy is obviously sexual.
Yeah.
Cute is like
that
I feel like that's a
You're
mid
nice.
tier.
Cute is like, I'll dance
you're
with you.
nice and you're not ugly.
Yeah.
No,
That's what cute
no,
is.
No, it depends on context. Because sometimes a girl can be like, yeah, like you're a really cute guy.
Yeah, you're right. When you
Yeah,
say it
it's
like
all
that.
like,
context.
like he's
But
cute.
handsome, without a doubt, is
handsome
is like
is
the best.
Yeah,
like
dude,
in any context.
If an older woman calls me handsome, that's
It's
the
on.
best fucking thing.
bro,
ever.
It's on.
I love when Walitas at HEB call me handsome. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Especially
That's
because
just
they're
an
not
ego
they're not
boost.
lying. You know, the biggest ego boost is when the compliment is from a gay guy.
Dude, yes.
Because gay guys are so truthful.
Yeah.
If they say that, if they go up to him like you look good, it's
Yeah.
because you look good.
That's true.
If they
Yeah.
don't tell
Yeah.
you anything, or they're like, if they say that you're ugly, it's because you are ugly.
If you want advice of how to look good, ask a gay guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know how to look good.
It's like, what's that show called where they like dress them?
queer eye for the
queer eye,
straight
queer
guy.
eye.
Yeah.
Queer
Queer
eye.
eye for the straight guy.
Oh, I didn't know that was called. I didn't know that was the full name.
You know what my favorite compliment from a guy is though? Like
What?
going back to, I guess it's always kind of like it's the general consensus about
I like
being
your
called
ass.
big. No,
You're huge,
No,
bro. Trying to
that's
look
got to
like
be a
you,
real
bro.
good compliment because you got no ass.
no. I
Thank you.
like and growing up they would always call me like you're a big boy or you're a big man, and like being called big man, like
Yeah.
big
like-
man is such a cool.
You like that big boy?
Yeah, well, that's a,
Oh, yo,
and I like that, but like when they're like you're a big boy, right? You got this, and I'm like, it triggers something primal.
No,
and
you
I'm
like it when a coach calls you big boy.
yeah,
Specifically when a coach
or like someone that
like
thinks
like a father
like
figure.
a father figure's like you're a big boy, you got this.
Yeah.
Like I
You're
remember one
fuck.
time,
Are you good, bro?
Oh, dude, one compliment that I love that my parents give me is it's not even like a verbal compliment. Like it's my mom or my dad, they'll literally come out to my back and they'll go like that and we're like
That's
Like-
so reassuring.
like you're like fuck. Like
Yeah,
to me that
my
like
parents don't do that to me.
oh
they don't do that to me.
we can
either.
do it to each other after. Like,
like my mom will come and she'll slap my back like that and like signifying like hey like you got mass on you and I'm like fuck yeah.
My
It's
mom,
like- it's
I
like
think my
fuck
mom's
yeah.
never
I'm the one that does that in my
complimented me
family.
ever.
You do that?
Yeah, like if I get home and my parents are just chilling, like I'll just come up to my dad and just be like, I'll
Yeah.
just start squishing him. And then
Yeah.
go up to my mom and I'll just start squishing. My sister, like I don't know what it is. I guess it's like
I do that.
Bro,
I do,
squishing
I,
everyone.
I do
Just
that. I
squishing.
do that to my son.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, you looking good? No, and stuff like that.
I
Damn, you
think it
getting
comes
big,
from
bro.
Hispanic culture.
maybe yeah.
Because growing up, that would happen to me a lot. Like my uncles did to me. They just like slap on the back and squish my fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
my tias squish my fucking
It's like
shoulder.
a
Like,
like
I want
a
to see like how much you've grown, I guess.
Well,
or, like
I
how
think
big are you
it's like a
gotten.
cattle herder like checking out
But
like
it's
his
weird
cattle
because
like
like
see
you
if
do,
this is good for
I hopefully you
slaughter.
do that with like your kids. I do it with no. I just like pick them up, grab them, start throwing them around. Like, oh, you're getting fucking too. You're getting too big for me, dude, and
Oh
stuff like
my
that.
God.
Obviously, he's like, oh, my dad's fucking throwing me around. But to me, I'm like, oh, like, you're fucking.
It's like when you go and you slap the meat like at a meat market. Like it's that
Yeah.
same kind of like
reason.
this is the right one.
Yeah, because the reason
It's the same meat. You're like,
when I see that ground chuck like fucking thing and I fucking and I slap it
and it
it's
didn't
because I see the mass on it and I want to hit it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what my parents see on my
It's
back.
like when they slap the watermelon, like when dad slapped
Yeah.
the watermelon, just Like, there's no reason.
Why is it so hollow?
Yeah. Oh.
An empty watermelon?
Imagine they slap like your back and it's just like you just hear echoes.
Oh, that's. I don't know. I got a lot of mass. You can slice bacon off my back.
Oh fuck. No, I meant like echoes like inside, like if you're a hollow trunk. Like that'd be crazy.
You gotta go to the doctor then.
Yeah.
You're missing bones.
You got some shit missing.
Something's wrong.
Fuck. But yeah, that's one of my. I guess that's my favorite compliment for my parents.
Yeah, and I know we talked about it. I think maybe season 3, season 4. We kind of did something similar topic, but you know, and if you have someone that's important to you in your life, you know, your dad, your brother, your cousin, significant other, any male in your life, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, whether you're his girlfriend, his sister, you know, his best friend, whatever, compliment a guy because the odds are that he hasn't been complimented in a long time.
And not even just guys. Compliment everybody, dude.
Compliment everybody.
But
the thing is,
compliment
okay, so
them on how they look.
I have an issue with that.
Compliment
Not
them on how
me-
they look.
Not me, like having an issue with complimenting, but the thing is, especially in Laredo, I've always wanted to say this. I think I've mentioned it a couple times to some friends.
Okay.
Is that in Laredo, you can't be nice to people because they think you want to fuck. Or like you think you want like are into them rather than being nice.
Yeah.
Because in places outside Laredo, and I've seen it because I've lived outside of Laredo, is that people compliment each other all the time. Oh, you look good, or whatever, or like even talking to a girl, like having a conversation with them.
Yeah.
Here in Laredo, if you like show any interest of like friendship or compliment someone here,
It's automatic. Trying to fuck
people
me.
think like, oh, like this guy wants
They're
to have
trying to
sex
get
with me.
with me.
You're trying to get with me, or other people around you would think like, oh, this guy's just trying to hit. So I have a huge issue with that because like the thing is like.
Or like they'll start
Yeah.
calling you fake.
Like I can't be friends with a girl because someone's like, oh, like he's probably gonna go cheat. It's like, no, dude, it's just a fucking friend.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, you're kind of right. The compliment
And I only see it
culture-
here in Laredo.
Yeah, the compliment culture is a little weird because who do we know that's notorious for compliments?
Rob.
And you know, and some people are kind of feel like they're ingenuine, but I think he seriously
Super
is
genuine, yeah.
It's just that compliment culture, at least maybe specifically here in Laredo, is a little weird.
Or people would be like, oh, besides like the whole like have like people thinking that it's sexual. A lot of it is like, oh, he's fake as fuck.
Yeah, and I
but
think
really
that
not.
goes back to like just because here in Laredo we have this machismo mindset of like you can't compliment each other. We can't compliment each other.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta stay like guys can't tell each other anything because if we do, then it's ingenuine. And
Yeah.
so when you start complimenting, you know, people very loosely, I feel like that's what creates that shock value because we're so used to being like, you know, maybe getting one compliment, you know, every couple of months to like every weekend you see this guy, he compliments you. You know, you start to think like, are these compliments real? We're selling him so much. Do they lose their value because I hear him so often?
And I see that all the time when I compliment someone like on sports jerseys or shoes and stuff like that. And sometimes at work, right? So when I see someone like someone I saw like with some fucking Jordans and stuff like that, and I was at work and I'm like, hey dude, I like your J's. And at first he like looked at me like, oh fuck, and then I'm like, and then he was like, oh, like this guy likes my fucking shoes, you get me?
Yeah.
Or even when I'm not like there, like the other day I saw someone with a Austin FC jersey. That's a new soccer team from
nice.
Austin, right? And then I was like, hey, and I was walking by and I was like, hey, nice jersey. And he looked at me first like, what the fuck? And
You
then
got
he was like,
shocked.
and then he's like, oh, thanks.
I think I'm gonna buy the San Antonio FC jerseys.
Hold up, check it out. The chat.
Oh yeah, the chat's going off.
The chat's popping off.
Are they talking to each other? I hope you guys are
I
finally
agree
talking
with
to each
Pancho.
other.
They were green, so check it out.
With the whole Laredo
Miguel
thing.
Inclán says Pancho is speaking the truth, and then it says I agree with Pancho for once. Joseph says facts, and then Miguel finishes off with the only valid, only in Laredo. Yeah, and I think it is true. The compliment culture is a little
Yeah,
weird
and
here.
it is weird. And then, you know, this one hit me the other day. Maybe like a month ago, I had gotten a haircut, right? And I went to Ross and I shopped. And as I was leaving Ross, security guard goes, I like your haircut.
It happened to me yesterday.
Yeah, how often do you go to Ross if the guy knows your
Dude,
haircut?
for
Like,
real.
I go to Ross.
You just know when someone has a haircut, bro.
Yeah, no,
When
you
they
can tell I had
fresh.
a fresh lineup and everything.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't think of this. No, yesterday I picked up my sister from school, and it's the first time I had to get off in school. And as I'm walking back to the car, one of the security guards, he looks at me, he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh shit." He's like, "I'm not kidding, bro. I really like your hair." And then my initial reaction in my head was like, "Why the fuck are you telling me this?" Like,
Oh,
what-
really?
I was like, "This is weird." But then I was like, "Oh, thanks. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks." And then I got in the car and I was like, "Why did he compliment me?" And I'm like, "Wait, why am I questioning it? Like, I should just
Yeah, you
I
should just
accept
be
it."
happy and
So
accept
I was
it.
like, "Holy shit, that was cool." But I admit I was weirded out.
Yeah, because
But-
it's fucking, what do you call that? It hits you like,
Oh, you know
that happened. Okay, so that happened to me like at work.
Yeah.
With a hair thing. I'm sure everyone knows my fucking profession if you listen, right?
Yeah.
So
you've actually never said it.
no, but people
let's
know,
keep it that way.
right?
Yeah.
So I had an interaction with someone that had blue hair.
Uh huh.
And I was like, hey, and it looks cool. Like the way that it was like separated and stuff like that. Like some was like black and some was blue. I don't know how to
Like
describe
highlights?
it. Not highlights.
Low light.
Like, just
But
like
it's
it looked
weird.
like an anime.
Look like
looked like
one of Ed's friends.
One of Ed's Chinese cartoons.
And I told her, I was like, hey, like your hair's pretty badass. And at first she was caught off guard, and then she was like, oh, thank you. Like,
She was like, "Wait,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to like me."
you're not supposed to like you're not supposed to like my kind. And I was like, you know what? I really like your hair. And then like that made her made her day. She's like, oh, like that's really awesome.
He's like, "All
Thank
right,
you."
your fine's gonna be $375. You can go."
I give warnings like 99% of the time.
You know what's funny though is going back to compliments. One of the biggest things that we all, since we three out of the four of us worked at Zoomies, right, is one of the biggest things that leads to creating conversations with people, especially people where if you want to just you don't know this person.
I was a
at all.
server for a couple years.
Yeah, okay. Well, you
Okay.
kind of understand, like, where, if you want to create a conversation with a person, one of the easiest ways to do is to compliment them.
Just compliment them, yeah.
That's an icebreaker.
100%.
It's crazy. I guess this will be the last story. I was at Whataburger one night. I think it was after a night out, and I had my hair down. I usually have it up, but this time I had it down or whatever. And the guy, I pull up, and the guy, he takes my card or whatever, and I see that he's got a headband, and he's growing his hair out. And he asked me, he's like, "Hey man, like, how long have you been growing out your hair?" And I was like, "Oh, dude, about like a year and a half already." And he's like, "Oh, dude, it's because I've been trying to grow my hair out, and it's gotten the awkward phase, and I don't know what to do. Like, do you have any tips?" And I'm like, that I love.
Yeah.
I love that. If you ask me about my hair and how you can get yours like mine, that is one of my biggest compliments, because one of my biggest pride, one thing that I pride myself the most. I'm sorry, yeah, one thing that I pride myself my most in
Is your hair.
is my hair. And so I told him the whole spiel and stuff. And
Like Samson.
yeah, like Samson, get stronger with his hair. So I told him the whole thing. He was really appreciative. He was really about it. And then he gave me my card back, and I went on my way.
How long are we recording?
We're about to finish.
We're already about an hour.
Okay.
But yeah, that's another compliment that I really like. Is it's not really like, "Hey, I like your hair." It's more like, "Hey, what did you do to get your hair like that?" Because
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
that says I want my hair to look like
Well,
yours.
not only that, but when someone asks you for help or someone asks you your advice, especially if they don't know you, that's like it's the sign of like what do you call that thing? Like, not humbleness, but like that's vulnerability, where they're being vulnerable and they're asking you, "What do you think? I need
Right.
your help." Whether they know you or not, that's that vulnerability, and they want to see if you're going to be able to help them with that. So that's cool, because some people can't get vulnerable.
Yeah.
When someone asks me gym tips too, that makes me happy.
Yeah,
That
'cause-
means like, oh, this person like thinks I know what I'm talking about or doing.
Yeah.
So I respect.
And I
love
guess
that.
to leave it up to close on this, one thing that you should that is kind of interesting is, if you want to get an idea of who you are to your friends or to other people, pay attention to what they ask you for, what they come to ask you about,
Yeah.
and that'll kind of tell you who you are to them.
Yeah. Because Gus always asks me for anime stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And I get
What if
really
your friends
offended.
don't ask you anything?
You're nothing.
No.
Gotta reconsider some
That
things.
might be
probably.
a piece of shit.
No, I don't know. Just pay attention to what people come up to you and ask you about, because that's probably a good reflection of who you
How
are.
they think of you in their
Yeah.
head.
To them, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's
No
a
wonder
nice
all
way
my
to end the
friends come
episode.
to me asking about mid-sized Toyota pickups from 1996, 1998.
I literally have a mid-sized pickup from next year.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
Another episode, you guys.
Another episode in the books. Live chat. I apologize for the internet quality. We got a new router, so it's still kind of fixing those
We
kinks.
apologize for not setting up the
Follow
ring.
us on social media. Your Neighbors G on Twitter. Your Neighbors G on Instagram.
Yeah.
And Your Neighbors Garage on Facebook. Subscribe to our Patreon. Patreon.com/Your Neighbors Garage.
Yep.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Shout out to Matt for joining on the Patreon. Hopefully we see you every week, and we're gonna try to record every Wednesday. Every
Normalize
Wednesday.
compliments.
Every-
Normalize compliments.
normalize
We're going to
compliments.
AJ's right now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Remember this. Every episode of Your Neighbor's Garage is sponsored and possible thanks to Audio Road, which is audioworld.tx on Instagram.
Can I mention something?
Go.
Sure.
Gloria's Coffee is reopening really soon.
They got a
They're
food
gonna-
truck at
there's
Nido.
Food truck at Golondrina.
Let's do it.
They're opening really soon, so get ready for fucking amazing coffee. Okay, at night too,
Oh,
morning
check it
and
out.
night.
Hold up, really quick. Miguel Inglan says pulling up to College Station for my brother's graduation. Can he get a shout out?
Hey, shout out
Yes.
Fifi.
We need a big shout out for Fifi Inclan, the 2-ton terror. Fifi, without you, I wouldn't be as inspired to do this podcast. We love you.
That's very fucking true, man. Fifi, I fucking love you, dude. Shout out to you. Fuck yeah.
And thank you
Huge
to
fucking
our
shout out,
Patreon
dude.
people who
Yeah, and
the same people all the time, but we love you.
Every
Hey,
single
Patrons,
fucking
just
week, man.
just so y'all know, we're getting new cameras, and it's gonna be all thanks to you.
Yes.
Yeah, 100% thanks to you
Yes.
guys.
If I see a Patreon listener in public, I'm kissing you.
And he's having
Alright,
sex with
alright.
you too.
All right, we love you guys so much. Thank you for the episode. See you guys next time.